protesting on a college campus is one thing. However, yep, it's TMZ Verified, the podcast. I'm Wyld.
I'm Steph.
We are barely hanging on this week.
It is a rough week.
It's a rough week. I texted somebody like on the East Coast the other day and they were like, something's in the air. And I'm like, oh, it's not just us.
It's not just us.
All
It's
right.
everybody.
If you're having a shitty couple days or
Comment down
weeks,
below what's going on.
let us know what's going on. We're having a pretty rough week just because we're adults now and we have to work. But like, there are kids on college campuses across America that are protesting, and we're talking about the Israeli-Palestine protests that are happening at campuses like UCLA, Columbia, other places, Arizona State. Like, there are just protests happening everywhere.
It got as intense as using firecrackers, pepper spray. People are getting injured. There's several photos, even on the TMZ site right now, showing all of these.
So these protests have gotten out of hand. So we'll tell you what's going on with those. Zendaya is in a... Every time I say her name, I get anxious. Zendaya, because y'all are always in the comments. Zendaya is in a new movie. It's called The Challengers. It's about her. She's a tennis star, and she has a little fling, a little menage a trois, a little three-way.
I've seen the preview. It's really good.
The preview is really good?
Yes.
Where the movie's getting mixed reviews. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the sex scene where Zendaya's getting her cheeks clapped. She opened up about the cheek clappation.
You can't just add Asian to everything.
All right. Logan Paul is having a baby, obviously. Him and Nina Agdal, they had a gender reveal recently, though, and it was the cheesiest gender reveal I've ever seen in my life.
It was unique.
Okay. We'll tell y'all about the unique gender reveal and also the sex of the baby.
Yep.
And lastly, our girl.
Gypsy Rose. I can't wait till we get to this topic.
We have been speaking it into existence that Gypsy Rose needs to come to Los Angeles and pop her you-know-what. And Gypsy Rose is currently...
back in Los Angeles.
In L.A. We're going to tell y'all all about it. But first, we got to start with these protests, y'all. So, like we talked about at the top, there are protests happening pretty much everywhere. So there are people on like either side of the spectrum. There are people that are pro-Israel. There are people that are pro-Palestine. Protests are just erupting all over the place. So in New York City, approximately like 300 people were arrested at Columbia University. Similarly here at the University of California, so UCLA and Los Angeles, there have just been like conflicts. There was a video that went viral of a student being like blocked, his entrance into the school building being blocked. There was also another video of that same student protesting, so he ain't completely innocent. But that's besides the point. There's just these videos, and we're seeing like pepper spray
to the eye. We're talking firecrackers to scare people. Everything you can think of in terms of, I would say, violence.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty violent.
Yeah, it's not direct violence, but it's pretty intense.
Yeah, there were like reports of like faculty members and students being tased and pepper sprayed and just a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So it seems like right now the protests have at least been like shut down. So in New York City, Mayor Eric Adams, like I said, they essentially shut down the protest that was happening at Columbia. They arrested close to 300 people. So essentially the protests, at least at Columbia and at other schools in New York City, are like dwindled down a little bit, but not completely. Here at UCLA, we're seeing those same things kind of happening where like people are slowly dismantling the protests. It's a little violent just regardless though.
The weird thing is the university didn't contact LAPD for 3 hours.
That is really weird.
Isn't that bizarre?
So here's my thing. Like, we both went to college, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all been to college, but protesting on a college campus is literally like a rite of passage. Like, everybody protests. I don't know where you went to school, but I went to Penn State for my undergrad. And like, it's a big campus, very lively. People protest all the time. So I think that like protesting on a college campus is one thing. However, there's a difference between like protesting, which I think protesting is supposed to like kind of like disrupt a day, but it isn't supposed to like prevent people from living their lives. And I think that that's where my issue with these protests in both places are. It's because like they're not just protesting. They're literally like preventing people from getting into campus buildings, preventing people from like walking and just living their daily fucking lives on campus. And it's like a protest is one thing, but like, brother, I pay tuition. So like I need to go to class.
I understand what you're saying. I think protests obviously are for self-expression of what you're feeling and to really put a stance out there in a way that they can. The issue here is you are protesting, but you're taking it to a next level when you're using firecrackers, pepper spray, and hurting people that are on campus.
Where the hell where do you even get firecrackers from?
That's what I'm saying. So you can say your point and say what you feel and argue your side of, the protest without violence.
Yeah, so classes at like UCLA were canceled yesterday.
I bet they were happy about that.
I can guarantee y'all right now.
I'm not going to be fake.
No, the students are, because I don't care what happened. If y'all tell me classes canceled, thank you. Do it again tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's be real. Like, young people don't want to go to class.
I'm all for protesting, but I feel like if you're using violence, like firecrackers, pepper spray, I've even seen people like spray paint people's bodies, like in terms of like protesting. Like, that's insane.
That is wild. Like, we used to do stuff like sit-ins or like lay downs, where like if there was something happening, you like go and physically sit in the middle of the hub.
Well, and it's funny, in New York, when you go to college in New York, like you see the real life, they join in, the real people. It's not just college.
So that's another thing.
It's not just college.
Yeah, that's another thing that I'm like.
No one else is at work either. They're coming to protest. So that's the interesting thing.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, and this is where I think this is like an actual problem on college campuses. And it's not even a problem. I think it's just like a side effect of having public universities. So like in a lot of cases, and I'm not sure with these schools specifically or which schools specifically, I know at Penn State and at Temple it's like this. But like if you're a public university and you're in a major city or around a major city, the campus is essentially like open.
Correct.
Which means the campus is also open to the public. So they're not like refusing entry to like the library. Like you can use the library, you can use the public facilities. Like,
so for example, if someone's really violent, they hear that UCLA is going to be protesting about this, they're going to bring their spray paint, firecrackers.
Come to campus. They're not checking IDs. Like, so a lot of public campuses are open like campuses. So people that live in the areas have like access to these things, which is a really good thing because it gives you access to like technology and other resources. But
it's bad. I don't think this is good. I think, everyone can participate. I don't like that.
No, I do think we should allow people on the public college campuses. Yes.
Not with pepper spray,
right.
Violence.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to be violent, but I don't think we should take that away from people.
No, but if they're going to bring that stuff into the college campus, like, and you don't go there, like, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, and that's why it was weird. Mayor Eric Adams even said the same thing. He was like, a number of people were actually not even affiliated with the university, which is like, it doesn't surprise me at all because a lot of these like agitators pop up. So hopefully they don't ruin this for like the public. For example, like Philadelphia, people need to use Temple's library. We don't have other libraries, or at least in the area. All right, we don't know what's going on with this. I think it doesn't even matter which side of this like political spectrum you fall on. Like we're not even arguing about that.
No.
Like that's super important, but that's not the issue. The issue is let kids go to damn class.
And the violence.
Shut
I'm all
that
for
shit down.
protesting, standing for what you believe in,
right?
But not violence.
Do you believe in Logan Paul and Nina Agdal?
I do.
I'm cracking up. Logan Paul and Nina Agdal, they're having a baby. So they had to do a gender reveal. Like most people. Tell us about it, Steph.
So basically, they are doing a WWE-inspired gender reveal. And in this video, you will see two people. They're fighting WWE style. And one's wearing blue, one's wearing pink. And ironically enough, Nina and Logan are both wearing pink. So that means that they think or like want it to be a girl, whatever. It ends up being the closest tie ever. And the blue guy almost ends up winning until the girl wins. And now they're having a girl.
You do know wrestling is fake, right?
In WWE, yes.
It's fake. You don't think that
Not in real life, no.
Bro, this is fake too. They literally play.
No.
You
think UFC is fake?
You think they got two real life wrestlers that come and wrestle and they said whichever one wins, that's the sex of the baby? No, they had to pre-plan it.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant in general, umbrella, all fighting. No. I agree, 100%. No. Those wrestlers knew what to do.
Exactly what
they go, what are we going to do?
Who gonna
they got to read the paper.
It was I just thought it was cheesy as hell.
It was cheesy.
I also hate gender reveals, yo. Like,
why
y'all doing gender reveals?
What's interesting is in the past year, several things have gone viral. I'm talking viral of bad gender reveals that go wrong. Like,
I thought they was canceled.
Starting fires, places where like you find out the husband's cheating midway.
I thought we left that in 2023.
I thought so too, but we didn't with this. And they're having a girl, which I think is really sweet, considering that like to me, Logan is very like masculine. And I feel like he would be I've never seen him in that girly role of like being a girl dad. Soft role, yes.
Right.
I feel like that's really sweet. It's interesting too because he's had the WWE champion belt and people have tried to take it away and he still has it. And so.
Girl, you know that's all fake. Ain't nobody trying to
take
it away.
Yes, it's fake. Yes. But the point of like them doing the WWE fight for this means like he's been a part of, WWE. Like
continue being a part of WWE. Which is just as fake as this goddamn gender reveal.
Okay, but
because why were they wearing pink already?
I thought you were saying that UFC, like all wrestling, all fighting is fake.
Just WWE.
Okay, obviously.
And a few other ones.
How do adults watch it? That's no shade.
That's shady.
No, I'm asking how. Like, if you know it's like fake, how do you watch it?
The same way you watch like
I would
Vanderpump Rules.
I don't. That's not fake. Not all of it.
I was about to say what?
Oh, that's a great example.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I know a little bit scripted.
I got you back. Our camera operator Miguel is grilling you right now because
Why?
you were like, "How do adults watch it?" Miguel watches.
Oh, sorry, Miguel. No shade to Miguel, but how are you sitting there watching that? I support.
You support it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the Bella twins.
Like
they have their own reality show on the side.
I was about to say that.
It has nothing to do with the WWE, but I like them.
With the wrestling,
right.
Other stuff. Okay. I know you don't like movies. You're not a fan of movies.
First of all, let's rephrase that.
I know you don't watch movies often.
Thank you.
But there's a new Zendaya movie called Challengers in theaters.
And this is one that I would watch.
Okay.
In the trailer, you see them sitting on the bed.
So explain to the people what the movie's about.
The movie is about Zendaya being a professional tennis player. Mm-hmm. It's giving two men love me. Mm-hmm. I can't choose which one I chose, but did I choose the right one? It's giving sexy. It's giving like, oh my gosh, is she gonna win? Is she gonna win the championship? It's a total. I would say it's like a chick flick vibe. It's not, but it's a chick flick vibe.
It's like a chick flick thriller.
Love it. Okay, sexy. Also throw that in romance. In the clip that you need to. All
right, so look, there's a scene in the movie, right? And everybody's talking about it on like Twitter. Do we still call it Twitter? X. X.
It's always Twitter.
Everybody's talking about it on Twitter and TikTok and stuff.
That's why I literally didn't know to explain it because I was like, do we call it X? Do we call it Twitter? Like, what is going on?
So y'all, there's this scene right in the movie where the three of them. So Zendaya's in a menage a trois. I don't even know if that's the right word. She's in a throuple.
No, she's not in a menage a trois. Menage a trois means they actually are having sex.
Okay, well, she in a little threesome.
There you go.
A little three-way.
Three-way.
So her and the two male tennis players, they're in this like, not even creepy. It's like a hot.
Sexy.
If you're into that, they're in this like love triangle. So they have this sex scene in the movie. But there's one specific shot where Zendaya the guy is laying on the bed and Zendaya is like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not cradled on top. Help me out.
Laying on top.
Laying on top of him. But the thing, she got her butt perked up. It is like arguably one of the sexiest things I've ever seen in my life. It's really fucking hot. But basically, everybody on Twitter is like, where the fuck is Tom Holland? Like,
but that's just the job.
But like, there's the job, and then there's like the job.
No, I disagree with all these people.
Okay, tell us why.
Because it's a job.
You must see Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
It's a job. Oh my God, my heart breaks for that.
Exactly.
Jennifer Aniston. I get it. I understand the public concern about the passionateness, as you would say, the passionation of this.
Yes, it is.
Clip. But they're sitting on the bed. They're all three kissing at the same time.
And that's another thing. So then it was a three-way kiss.
Yeah. And the best part about this is Zendaya says that this had to be shot in one take.
One take.
One.
Which is crazy.
Can you imagine?
I can't even imagine that. She said that if they screwed up, they had to do the whole thing over again. So they literally had to go, and then they had to do it all. She said we did it in one shot. So that was like, okay, you have to say this line, the camera's got to go there, and if we mess up, we have to start all over again. She didn't say whether they had to start all over again.
Or if she enjoyed.
Or if she wanted to start
No, you know what? This is her job. This would be like us coming to what if my future husbands like, don't talk about this in the pod. And I'm like, listen, that's my job.
That's my
I
job.
have to talk
No,
about that on the pod.
That is actually a thing that happens a lot because I'll say some
Yeah.
stuff and my girl will be like, "Why you say that?"
Right, like
girl,
don't
it's
talk about
entertainment.
sex on the podcast.
Yeah,
I
like,
go, okay, well, then I'm out of a job then.
Yeah, right.
'Cause, shut
That's
up.
all we got is our
I
personalities.
think Tom Holland is like, you know what? I support my girl. Like,
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm insecure or something.
maybe.
But like, probably. But the way they was.
I wouldn't be a
rolling around in
fan
that
per
bed-
se. If
Yeah,
my
like, I
husband
wouldn't
was
be
like,
happy
yeah, I
about it.
made out with Margot Robbie today. It was fucking hot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and not to be rude, but Tom Holland is a little guy.
Stop.
Okay.
You need to stop. He is a great guy. And they're a
I
great
didn't say
couple.
he wasn't hot. I'm just saying,
They're
like,
a great couple. Good night.
I think they are a good couple. I'm just saying, like,
You want her with someone else, don't lie.
no, I feel
Don't
like
lie
when
to
you are,
listeners.
I am also a little dude, y'all. I'm short. I'm a short king. I'm
Don't
kind of an average
lie
king.
to the
But
listeners.
like, when you're a short king and then your girl's hooking up with a tall king, even if
You're
it's on camera,
insecure.
I am. I don't want my girl around no tall dudes.
How tall are you?
I don't want to say. Okay. I'm 5'7.5".
Okay.
More like 5'7".
You know what?
Moving on.
Jip, jip. Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
So when we last spoke, we should make this a thing. It's time.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's time for a Gypsy update.
Good.
All right. When we last spoke,
She
Gypsy Rose was
single.
no. Well, she was estranged from Ryan,
Correct.
and she was denying that she was back with Ken.
100%.
And
They were just friends.
They were just friends.
Don't forget.
Just friends, Gypsy.
Just friends.
And now this week,
officially back together.
So-
romantically.
romantically. so-
Emphasis on
romance.
romance.
Gypsy and her ex-fiancé, Ken, who she was dating before she got married to Ryan
Ken
in
Urker.
prison. Ken Urker.
Mhm.
So she was first engaged to Ken, and then her and Ken broke up, and then she got with Ryan, and then she got out of jail, and then she was with Ryan. I'm just kind of give y'all the backstory, but I know y'all know the story.
Broke up with Ryan, now with Ken.
And now she broke up with Ryan again and went back to Ken, spun the block. A nice
Love
little
it.
spin the block
You know what?
situation.
It's giving you.
So, oh my God. I would like to move on. Moving on. So not only is Gypsy back with Ken, but she's also like promoting. She has a new book coming out.
Yep.
Are you going to read it?
100%.
I am not on account of. I don't read that much.
Okay.
But she has a new book coming out as well as season 2 of her show on Lifetime. So
Mhm.
Gypsy Rose is like, this is it. We've been asking for this for months. Gypsy Rose been out of prison for, I don't know, 3, 4-ish. I don't know how many months. But
She's done a lot in that time.
But since she got out of prison, we kept saying she need to not be married.
Yep.
She need to get her ass on a plane.
2.
Los Angeles.
And that's where she is right now. That is the Gypsy update. She is in Los Angeles, and paparazzi caught her at the airport, and she is ready to go. And also, she looks like she has places to be. And when she was asked where she's going to go, she said, LA hotspots, iconic. We can show you around.
Mm-hmm.
And then she wants to meet Joey King. Joey King is an actress who played Gypsy in a movie about Gypsy's life called The Act on
Series,
Hulu.
The Act. Yes. I love this for her, though.
I love it.
I love this. Like, I don't know. Now, okay, granted, y'all, we should say Gypsy is technically on probation. So.
Okay, yes, she can't kill anyone in Los Angeles.
Well,
But she is allowed to meet with Joey King.
but she is not moving to Los Angeles. She's still on
No.
probation, which means she still has to stay in the state. That she's just here for work. So I'm sure her probation officer was like, yeah, we'll give you a 1-week pass to go to LA because that's what you got to do when you got a probation officer. How do I know so much about probation?
Yeah,
Don't
what?
even ask. But when you have a
Mama,
probation
I'm in
officer.
love with a criminal.
Oh, I never dated a criminal. But when you have a PO, that's what we call them. When you got a PO, you got to ask your PO for like travel privileges. So I'm assuming she got privileges granted from her PO or the judge to come over here to LA to do press, etc. for the book as well as season 2 of the Gypsy Rose show. However, while she here, you already here.
Right.
Would you like to go to catch?
So she needs to be on her best
Would you
behavior
like-
when she's here. But also, I think when she's meeting with Joey King, that could be also something. I don't think it's the Act 2 per se. I don't think it's like another series. But I could see
I don't think Joey King.
they could extend the series on Hulu into what happened like after.
I don't think Joey King is actually going to meet with Gypsy Rose.
First of all, the internet for some reason hates Joey King.
Why?
Hates.
Tell me why. You know, I, love
I
a good
don't
hate
know.
train.
They just hate her.
You know, I feel like when you're a celebrity, people just go through that.
No, but it's
No,
an
they really
actual
hate her?
meme hate.
What the hell did she do?
You guys will support me in the comments. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Why do people
and
hate Joey King?
I don't know, but because I don't hate her at all. But people just hate on her.
Damn, I wonder what she did.
I don't know.
You know, she probably said something.
No, it's because Jacob Elordi and girls are jealous.
Wait.
Joey King hated on the internet. I'm not making this up.
So does Joey King date Jacob Elordi?
At one point, yes.
I don't think that's why. The first thing that comes up is Joey King is a terrible actress.
See,
a Reddit thread.
okay, so like people just like hate on her. I don't know why.
She's actually a really good actress.
Aside from the point, Gypsy's in LA.
All right.
She seems like she's gonna be hitting all the LA hotspots per her, literally what she said.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna be trying to meet with Joey King. They have DM'd prior.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what else she's gonna do in LA.
Maybe a little Craigie Craig's.
Craigie Craig,
Swing over to
Alfred
Nobu.
Coffee,
I was about to
Chacha
say.
Matcha.
Like,
I could give you a list.
take the TMZ celebrity tour. I mean, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Gypsy!
I'm dead!
All right, that's probably a good place to end.
That's it. That's the Gyp Gyp.
All right, thanks a lot for hanging out with us, Steph.
Excuse me?
I'm like, you hear every damn...
Thanks for hanging out with me. Get up.
We have tacos for lunch at work today.
No one cares about that.
Okay, until next week, we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.